So, hi guys, welcome to another episode of Everything Fashion. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing fantastic. So, today we'll be talking about one of our most favorite international fashion brands. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about a very famous fashion house because I have realized that most of you guys know about the fashion house by name or the logo, but mostly nothing beyond that. But don't worry, I have come to your rescue and I am going to be letting you know about our famous fashion brands, our famous designers, and we dig a little deep into who they are and how they came to be. So yeah, you guys, you can try to guess which fashion house or which fashion brand I decided to I decided to start with. And in the meantime, to my returning subscribers, thank you very much. And also, if you're new here, please feel welcome, feel at home, and do not forget to subscribe. Okay, in here we make sure to subscribe. So yeah. So, you guys, what did you guess? Let me see if you got it right. So, we will be talking about Coco Chanel. Did you get it right? So, yes, guys, I will be talking about Coco Chanel, the designer and the fashion house. Yeah, I know that some of you did not know that the designer of Coco Chanel is like actually she named the fashion house after her name. So if you did not know that, now you know. So okay. A lot of information. Where do I start? So there is actually so much to be said about the brand. It is such an iconic brand with such an iconic journey. So much to be said, but I will try to keep it short and sweet. Okay. So what is Coco Chanel and who is Coco Chanel? So, Coco Chanel is a French luxury fashion house started in Paris in 1910 by Coco Chanel. Did you get that? Coco Chanel is a French luxury fashion house started in Paris in 1910 by Coco Chanel. So, Coco Chanel was founded in 1910. Yeah, guys, it has been in operation for 112 years. So please do not think that it takes like just an year or two to bring into existence such a big brand. Yeah. So if you're a fashion designer and you're starting out, just keep at it, keep at it. Do not give up. It takes more than just a few years to build something great. Yeah. So Coco Chanel started Chanel and decided to name it after herself. But funny thing actually, Coco Chanel was not her actual name. Gabrielle Chanel was her actual name. But while she was growing up, she gained the nickname Coco because at some point in her life, she actually tried out singing. I guess it didn't go well, but that is when and how she gained that nickname, and she decided to stick by it. So yeah, she named the brand after herself, Coco Chanel, but her real name was Gabrielle Chanel. You didn't know that, did you? Well, now you do. So how did Coco Chanel actually start? Well, actually, it's a very funny story. Apparently, Mbaba wa Chanel opened the place up for her. I know, right? These things did not start yesterday. They have
Tell
been
them.
happening since the 1910s. But let me tell you the full story of how this came to be. So Chanel was born in 1883, but unfortunately her mom died and her dad could not take care of her. So akapelekwa, she was taken to an orphanage where she stayed until she was 18. But during that time, she learned how to sew. That is actually where she learned how to sew and where she got the interest uh, in fashion and everything. So when she hit 18, she left the orphanage and she got a job as a seamstress. So she got a job as a seamstress in some very posh place. She actually had a side hustle. She used to make hats, and seeing to it that that place was visited by very wealthy people. Some ladies liked what she was doing, and they bought from her. So her business started booming, her side hustle, and she became quite independent from her employer. So during that time,
Uh-huh.
so here is where it happens. So during that time, she befriended Arthur. So Arthur was a friend to her employer, a friend to her boss. Okay, so she met Arthur maybe through her boss, and she befriended him, and well, somehow she became his mistress. Yeah, she became his mistress, and during their time together, he saw that she was quite business minded, and in 1910, he decided to open up her first shop. Yeah, so that is how the first shop of Coco Chanel came to be. Arthur opened up the place for her. So, of course, like most businesses, at the start, everything was not smooth. It was quite rocky and just a lot going on. And then, unfortunately, came the First World War, and things became even harder. But before the end of the First World War, Chanel opened a new shop, and surprisingly, this one thrived. Like it thrived, and it became popular, it became famous, and that was the start of the legendary Chanel we know today. And before we knew it, she was making collection after collection after collection, just amazing collections, taking over the fashion world. So at that time, Chanel was dealing with women ready to wear, women accessories, and women luxury items. But in 1921, the brand was doing so well, so amazing that Chanel actually decided to bring in a perfumer, those guys who make perfumes, a guy called Ernest, and she asked him to make a perfume to complement the luxurious feel of her brand. And that is how number five perfume was born. Okay, so it first started out as a present for clients. If you buy something, you get the perfume, but surprisingly, the perfume blew up. It blew up, and it was so popular, and everybody just wanted to buy it. And an year after it was made, it was actually offered for sale. Of course, it was selling at crazy prices at the time. So one of the reasons the perfume actually became a very big deal is because Marilyn Monroe was once asked what she wore to bed, and she said that she wore 5 drops of number five perfume by Chanel, and the brand became so popular, just maybe even too popular, because they had to cut back on the production of the perfume so that it could not be accessible to just everybody, because at the end of the day it was still a luxury item meant only to be bought by the rich. Okay, so that is actually among the top things that the brand is known for, and are the top things that brought the brand to light and made it the iconic brand it is, the number five perfume. So okay, I know most of you maybe like the perfume but don't know the history behind it. So there you have it. So something else. The perfume was actually named after her favorite number, number five. Yeah, I know you didn't know that too. So the perfume was actually named after Chanel's favorite number, number five. That is why it is called number five. So Chanel was also known for her stylish and comfortable clothes. So I know back in the days, they used to wear the, I don't know if you know them, the corseted dresses that used to like really tight them up. So so Chanel came and changed that. She is actually credited for revolutionizing the haute couture and ready to wear by replacing the structured corseted silhouettes with more functional, more comfortable garments that women still found flattering. Yeah. So she brought a change in the fashion industry from the corseted dresses to something more flowy and something more comfortable. And most especially, something that did put them as the Chanel brand in the map was the little black dress. That was an iconic fashion changing moment in the fashion world. Yeah, so these are some of those black dresses what you're talking about. The dresses were simple and elegant, and actually, at a particular time, speaking to a certain magazine, she once said that simplicity is the keynote to all true elegance. You hear that, girls and gentlemen? Simplicity is the keynote to all true elegance. So as she continued to run the business, of course, like most businesses, in order to do like major expansions, you have to either get into partnerships or go public or whatever. So for her, she decided to get into partnerships, and well, it was good. They got to expand, and everything was amazing. They got to open so many stores, but after quite a while, in the 1930s, they had disagreements and they had quite a sour partnership. But well, still, I guess they got over it, or it was just solved, and the fashion house continued to grow. So at that time, she was like the one selling the best clothes for ladies, but she also had a competitor. Yeah, somebody they really had a very tight competition with Elsa Scaparelli. Yeah, Elsa Scaparelli. She's also yeah, there's a fashion house known as Scaparelli. If you don't know about it, you better check it out. Yeah. So Elsa Scaparelli was quite a big competition for the Chanel fashion house back in the 1930s. But well, okay, unfortunately, again, the Second World War happened and the Chanel fashion house had to close down for a while. So during this time, Chanel went to live with her boyfriend, who was a Nazi intelligent officer. I know. Yeah. So she went to live with the guy, and after the war was over and everything came to an end, she did try to revive the fashion house, but at the moment, at that time, there were so many political clashes, and so many people were against Chanel at the time because she was being accused of collaborating with the Nazis. Yeah, and it got so bad to a point she even got arrested. That's right, guys. She got arrested for collaborating with the Nazis. Yeah. So anyway, back to the fashion house, the Chanel fashion house, now not the fashion designer. So the fashion house continued to thrive, and in 1983, Karl Lagerfeld joined the fashion house. I don't know if most of you know him, but if you're a fashion lover, I'm pretty sure you know he is a major iconic fashion designer of his time and even of our time. So Karl Lagerfeld joined Coco Chanel as the creative director. And during his time, there was so much growth, and Chanel gained a lot of following, a lot of popularity. Yeah, so the fashion house gained a lot of following, a lot of popularity, and that is, I guess, during the time that most of us got to know about the brand. So after Carl died, that is in 2019. So he actually stayed at the fashion house since 1983 to 2019 upon his death, and he was succeeded by Virginie Viard. She is a French fashion designer, and she had stayed with Carl at Chanel for almost 30 years. So after Carl died, she took over the fashion house, and she is actually still the current fashion, still the current creative director at the fashion house, which mostly means that she is the major fashion designer. And we've actually seen some of her collections from 2019, and they have been amazing. So okay, what did I leave out? I will just give you some of the facts about the fashion house, the things I have not yet mentioned, but the things that I feel you should know, because of course I know you don't know. So, the House of Chanel is actually the oldest couture house or couture building that is still active to this day. Like, it is the oldest, the building, I mean, not the brand. The building where the House of Chanel is hoisted is actually the oldest active couture house. So another thing is that they actually have one of the largest, or rather the largest brand houses in the USA. Yeah, let me show you. It is the largest brand house in the USA. Chanel is actually mostly known for the Chanel suits, the little black dresses, the number 5 perfume, and the 2.55 handbag. Do you know about the 2.55 handbag? Well, let me tell you about it. So, the 2.55 handbag was actually a very iconic handbag at the time, because before its creation, women mostly used to have handbags and hold purses, but mostly never something that went over the shoulder. So the Chanel 2.55 bag was a bag that went through the shoulder, one of its kind at the time, and it is still iconic up today. So another thing the brand is known for is the two-tone signature slingback shoes. Yeah. So it was a shoe that became quite popular back in the days. It was something new in the market, something never seen again. I guess before then shoes like only had one color, until Chanel brought and popularized the two-tone shoe. Let me show it to you. So yeah, so also things you should know is that black is the signature color for Chanel, and the lion is their signature symbol. Okay, so black is their signature color, the lion is their signature symbol. The brand also introduced tweed clothes for women, and they also popularized the women suit. So before the time, women did not wear like masculine things, but Chanel popularized masculine items for women. After Chanel died, the grandsons of her partner, the person she had partnered with from the start, um, what are they called? George and what is his name? Alain and George took over the business, and they own it up to date. In Africa, I think they only have stores in South Africa. In Kenya, I don't think they have any Chanel outlets, and maybe just individual people who source the products and sell them, but not a lot of them. So, and Chanel has actually been dealing with a lot of counterfeit goods. Okay. So yeah, I believe that most of us have been wearing fake Chanel products because Chanel products are actually very expensive. So if you get any Chanel product before what, $100, I think you're buying something fake. So guys, that is it about Coco Chanel, the fashion designer and the fashion house Chanel. This is their logo. In case you're buying a Chanel product, just make sure the logo is right, okay? And actually this logo was made to match the principles of Chanel, that is comfort, geometry, and clear cut lines. Yeah, and well, I have to say it is a beautiful logo, no doubt about that, and a very iconic one. So yes guys, that is it about the fashion brand. As you can see, it has come from far and it has suffered so many ups and downs. I mean, like two world wars, and was still able to come through. So, my dear fashion designers, as you continue growing your brand, and make sure not to give up. If you're really sure that this is what you want for yourself, this is what you want for your future, keep putting in the work, and maybe like Chanel, you will also one day become a popular international fashion brand. And to our watchers, maybe those who are not designers, or please make sure to support us, make sure to support our merchandise. As you can see, personally at Nevilla Fashion House, I have quite amazing outfits. You can be sure to check them out on my Instagram page at Nevilla_Kenya, or at my Facebook page at Nevilla Fashion House. Okay, guys, I will very much appreciate your support, and also please make sure to subscribe for my videos. And if you know any fashion lover who would love my content, please do not hesitate to share my videos with them. Well, with that said and done, thank you so much for watching the video, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye. I really hope you've enjoyed.